We're back. There we go. All right, unmuted. Perfect. Hopefully
Okay,
the
let's
Twitch.
jump into.
Yeah, hopefully the Twitch stream starts working again.
I'm
And let's
I'm
look.
spamming refresh.
Let's look for Frank's game. We're hopping in. Let this load. And switch to gameplay.
Okay, yeah, Twitch.
All right, boom. We're 3 times speed. Do we want to go 3 times speed, Bambucha, or do you want me to slow it down?
Yeah, I think we can go with ×3.
Okay.
I'll hover over. Okay, so Blue decided to do the no gold mine lane 1, and he goes for 2 grunts. Frank, although he decided to go for gold mine, he built only 2 footmen. But I think Twitch is
Twitch stream
still
should be back up.
not working.
Wait, it's still. Like it's working for a moment and then it's showing the error thing again. Right now it's fine. Yeah, I mean right now it's been fine for a while. Okay, I'm just gonna I think we just pray it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stream if it breaks.
Okay, so the Failo guy, as Esteban said, I think he's a very strong player. Having Frankenstein on his team, which is the most played games of all time. We're seeing Shade from Orange again. He is loving his Shade. Although this time he took a different approach. He went tier 2 early, and he still built 2 grunts. So he's kind of faking it. And he built Shade at the back, which is strange to me. Like he's not trying to reach the middle with it. I guess you don't need to reach middle with the Shade itself. You need to reach it with any of the units. And he was a little bit unlucky with that. Oh, can we look at Frank's board? He built only 1 footman, which is quite interesting. He might have missed a hero because now we see the Tinker's there. It's either he missed or he decided to wait and skipped it in a kind of way. Now he's going back. Teal got Panda. I think Panda is one of the best heroes in pair with Huntresses because of his second ability, which is the beer. Gives a lot of miss chance. Although against ghouls he goes for the breastfire first. And it's not gonna be looking great because as I can see it, he probably doesn't have shamans, and without a shaman it's very hard to confront the ghouls in general. Alchemist from yellow coming in. And orange with 3 gargoyles super early, and he gets Gipper unlucky because Alchemist is one of the best heroes against early weak air units. Because Alchemist is the only hero in the game that's melee or like a strength unit who can attack air. So he's super tanky, he has a lot of DPS, and he's able to hit the air unit. And look at that, the reveal we're seeing right now. that costs 50 gold. So they reveal it to kill a Shade. That might be a preparation from the WOD review. I guess they were watching the previous game
Oh,
of Dooms,
Is it,
and
is it
they
worth it to
knew that
spend?
he's using. I mean, they basically killed the mid bonus because I guess the team 2 had the mid bonus, and they realized that Shade is keeping the mid bonus, so it's like 50 gold for the gold mine for the whole team. So I think yeah, it's 100% worth it.
I wish we could see on the screen somewhere here, like which team has the mid bonus at any point in time. Because I wonder how long the Doomfist guy actually had the mid bonus in the other game that we watched.
I don't know, but I love to see that the Doom's team actually wins because they're having a different approach to the game. Like this cheesy strats, there's tier 3 rush, there's early gargles. It's not something you will see often. And the problem is it, same as it can work very well, it can backfire as it does in this game because those gargoyles are not working well. Alchemist tanked them for the whole way, and they, okay, at least they finished the Alchemist off, but basically Orange leaked the whole wave and another reveal on the Shade. I wonder if the Gem of True Sight would be more useful at this point. The problem with Gem though is Alchemist is dying early, and the units are not gonna hit the Shade before they kill everything else. Because Shade is not attacking them, so they don't prioritize the unit that cannot attack them. And Frank is looking healthy. Tinker, very strong early game hero with a factory. Little goblins, they can be dispelled, of course. And the factory itself can be dispelled, but I think so. But the units are with a single target dispel, not using it on the factory because it has 500 HP. It would take almost 10 dispels to kill it. And the little goblins, they can explode, dealing I think somewhere around 40 damage in AoE. Or maybe less, but it's very annoying and very strong early game. And that's very helpful for Frank's team because Frank covers off the early game for Teal. And Teal has a more of a scaling build, his Huntresses and Panda. Although now we see a stack with Beastmaster, his little summon, with Orange Army against Yellow. It doesn't really help them as much. And you see, now the team 2 doesn't have mid bonus, so Frank's team didn't use the reveal to kill the Shade. And Shade is going back, so Frank is gonna arrive in time, and Shade is not getting the mid bonus. So they're keeping an eye on that mid bonus all the time.
Do you think they reveal it if they notice Frank is winning his wave?
What do you mean? No.
Did they use reveal here?
No. Why would they? If they're not losing the wave, or if they're not given a chance for the enemy team to reach middle, then Shade is not gonna give the mid bonus. So before they actually see that team 2 gets the middle bonus, they're not gonna use reveal, I think. And now Shade died to the breastfire, which is pretty cool. That's also questionable why Shade is in the center of his board. Like, I would think you want to place it somewhere more high or something, so it doesn't
I think you
get
did.
affected by.
It just walks out like the way it's.
Oh
walking.
yes, Shade is actually, I guess, it tries to follow the unit. That's why it goes to the middle anyway. Yeah, I got. But I don't know. Maybe it's a caster curse, but Orange is getting unlucky. Both games that we are watching, and both games we did not watch, they won. So, he wanted to cheese his early gargoyles. I think he's tier 3 already if you look at his build. Have you look at Orange? 2 gold mines, tier 3, yeah, as I'm saying. And he went for the frost wave. So the next wave is gonna be interesting. Can he win? Can he stack or not? The problem is he's facing Alchemist and it's a very strong hero against Air Rush. Purple is looking healthy though. Added some spell breakers. Purple knows what he's doing. All Purple need, like Purple's job right now is to hold as long as he can. He doesn't need to try to win his wave because he's not gonna be able to. Heal is like he's full DPS because Hunter says, even though it's a Q unit, which most of the time is gonna be a melee tanky unit, Hunter says still a lot of DPS, especially on tier 2 with the upgrade on their bounce.
Mad Mardigan and Guzzy Gaming in the chat. Huge and hey folks. Hello, hello. My good friend Guzzy Gaming.
And yeah, Frostworm was not able to kill even a single sniper, I think.
I was gonna say, do you think we just see the D1 just brutally counter whatever, like tier 3 units that Orange tries to make?
I guess. I mean, that's the problem. Like, Orange revealed his shot in the games against the previous team, right? So they kinda expected it. Or maybe that's the only way he plays. So, like, most of the people who are playing in the tournament, they know each other from playing pubs.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just his regular thing to go for a shade every game, to go tier 3 rush with the second gold mine early. I can't tell.
Here we go, baby. Team Frank. I want to see Frank and Destin in the finals. We got to find out what happens with Destin. I guess they're playing their game right now, so.
Yeah, we pray for Dest win, I guess.
When you find out, Bambucha, let us know.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, they're obviously gonna mention it once they finish the game if it's 2-0.
Mad Mardigan saying, do we have any riskers taking part in this tournament? No. No, we don't.
Not for this week, unfortunately.
We're putting together a team.
We hope we're gonna have a team for the next one.
All risk direct strike playing friends are basically in Berlin right now.
Yeah. As a small spoiler, the team might be Saksu, Tox, Bambucha for the next week. If we decided we're gonna play. But that might change at any point of time.
Yeah, anyone can participate. You just sign up in the Direct Strike Discord.
Yeah, any risker can participate, same as any Direct Strike enjoyer. Just make a team, sign up, or tag the looking for group tournament and try to come up with a team before it or on the day of sign up shit arriving. Just try and it's gonna happen. Looking rough for Team 2, not gonna lie. After I saw Gargoyles against Alchemist, it was not promising already. And now we are facing a problem. That Purple, although he's doing his best to stall and like build a strong tanky army, he doesn't have enough DPS to clear after Blue. So he's losing a lot of units to Frank's army, which is not the best for Orange.
Guzzy Gaming with the energy, let's go! Hell yeah.
And Orange went for the Necromancer, so he has a... I guess that's his strat. So he's building one pricey tier 3 unit, like Chimera in previous time we watched him. First stream this time, then he adds a buff. And he went for a Necromancers this time. Necros would do very well if they actually would be able to stack with steel, because Necromancers are not in particular very good DPS unit. They do buff your units with Frenzy, which is a very good attack speed buff. But the main like strength of Necromancers is their Summoner spell, which is very tanky and allows you to stack a lot of the time. But yeah, Frank with the army of Spirit Walkers didn't toggle the factory. That's a questionable move, I guess. We need another million games to toggle the factory.
Frank is killing it.
He's still doing great against purple. He killed again most of his army. There's like half of HP more than China.
Yeah, it looks like once one team has like mid control for a while, they've so far held on to it. Like other teams have not come back against this. I can imagine it's pretty rough when you're playing against actual good players. If they have an advantage or a lead on you, it's really hard to come back if they know what they're doing. And I also feel like yellow is always shredding orange's wave every time they meet.
But you need to keep in mind that yellow is orange. I mean, also is fighting Teal's army before he even tries to face yellow, and now yellow adds the Hippo Riders to completely kill all the attempts to build an army, and there are.
I'll be right back.
Pretty interesting decision from Yogi. He went for Dragonhawk Riders as just a basic air damage like DPS unit, which is pretty unusual because mainly I think the Dragonhawk Riders are built for their ability, for the lasso to capture the strong and pricey tier 3 air unit, and he's building it just for a DPS in a similar way as Orange built gargoyles. I love how Teal approached this game. He never even built a single melee unit, so he doesn't have any front line. He's building full DPS because he sees that that purple is trying his best to sustain, to build a tanky army. So he understands that why would I need front line? Why would I need tankiness if this guy doesn't deal any damage to me, right? So he's just going for a DPS. He's smashing purple as fast as he can, so he can damage orange as well before yellow arrives. And that brings us to level 6 alchemist at minute 18, which is very, very scary.
Wow.
Transmute is gonna start pumping the gold, and yellow is not gonna fall behind, even though orange went for the early gold mine, so potentially he would be the same income as the yellow for the most of the game. But now with the alchemist level 6, if there's a good stack or anything, he can use transmute twice, and it's very sad. Purple though, Frank went for 2 tanks, and purple answered it with the Gryphons, which is quite interesting. But I think Frank didn't learn the 50 gold upgrade for tanks to attack air. And now we're seeing the level 6 on Beastmaster as well. Casting his ultimate.
Panic, you just deleted the backline. Or not even
Oh.
Panic, you were.
Yeah, I mean, Beastmaster ult did the job. He killed most of the backline. And funny is that he decided to go for the second Panda, so not only he got it in the selection, he also decided that he needs the second Panda. I wonder how it works if you use the beer before the breast. What if the other Panda uses it? Actually, never saw it, tried it. But yeah, the biggest hope for this game would be the Dreadlord level 6, but he's level 4 only, and he is not looking like he's reaching that level 6 anytime sooner. And Alchemist is approaching level 7 already, which is crazy, because now Yellow can just freely go for the second hero, because he doesn't need any spells on the Alchemist anymore. And Blue is taking an interesting approach. He's using possession on Yellow's unit to make sure that at least he doesn't leave the stack of Yellow plus Red. So that at least keeps the game going. But considering all of that, the fortress is getting damaged, and it's hard for me to imagine how the Team 2 is gonna try to stack or come back from this game. Orange takes interesting approach, so he didn't reach level 6 on his Shadowhunter yet, but he went for the second hero, which is Alchemist. I mean, in this situation, I would probably look for an Aura more than for the Alchemist, even though I think Alchemist is the insta-pick in every situation, but particularly in this one, you're not able to get to level 6, I think. Like, the game is not gonna last this long. And look at Yellow's second hero, it's Farseer, and I'm just saying that his hero is the highest level in the game right now, and he got a second hero, Farseer, and it's scary. He might reach level 6.
Orange have? Are we seeing 3 mines again?
No, he's staying at 2. 2 for purple, 2 for blue.
What about the other team, yeah? They're all
2,
staying
2,
at
2.
2. Well, actually, Yellow's at 3. I guess because he has Alchemist, right? Like, I was wondering if you just have the transmute, you just get the mines, because it's literally free gold, basically. And if the game goes on longer, it'll seriously pay off.
Wait. Blanca, I have a happy news for you.
What's that? Dest 1, right?
Last one.
We did.
2-1. We're moving to the finals.
Yes! That's my guy.
Dude. So this is the first game too, right? So the winner of this year's goes on to the finals as well.
I think that's the first game, and the other game that we watched, it was the second game of that pair. Because they started this at the same time as this one, so they couldn't play 2 games. So we joined for the second game. And in this pair, yeah, it's the first game. Let me...
As soon as that Farseer gets to level 6, it's going to look really rough for Team 1 here. Since that Farseer is just, if he gets close to that fortress, he's going to do quite a bit of damage, like we saw in the different game with the Farseer.
Yep.
Or that ult really devastates buildings.
And it also was against this team. the Farseer devastation.
That's okay.
I mean, Purple is trying his best. He's not going for a second hero. He's building as much as he can. He's not trying to particularly scale right now. He tries to come back for it for a little bit at least into the game before he goes for something for a later game approach. But it's not looking healthy. The Teal, the Phallo, he's still not adding any front line. He's just building air units now. He had some casters, he had some huntresses, Coda Beast, and now mass air. Yeah,
Okay,
that's the dog's ultimate. I saw the Chimeras attack the fortress. That's the famous one. And the problem is that ultimate, yeah, he kinda saved his units, but at the same time, look at it. And now it's like, it's devastating. He tried his best and he kinda saved all of his units, and Farseer just got more XP than he should have. And I think Farseer is the problem for the team too right now. They need to somehow try to not... Oh, and Blue decided to send the Inferno on Yellow's army instead of waiting for Frank. I guess he was losing this hard, so he was kind of forced. Yeah, but Frank is looking healthy. Look at the amount of Wind Riders on his side. How is that? How many is that?
Is Purple fighting outside the range of the fortress? Isn't that
Yeah, he is outside of the range right now.
He's doing fine though.
Yeah, he is doing surprisingly fine to me actually. Or is he?
I mean, he just has to hold long enough for Orange to spawn in, right? So Orange can fight next to the tower. Or next to the fortress.
Orange is built behind though, so I don't understand their plan actually. Orange is built behind, so he's not even planning to help Teal or help Purple, and I think that's the only way they can stack, because like the logic, the guy who survives longer goes back, the guy who's dealing with DPS and can arrive fast and help builds in front, and they're doing it otherwise. Maybe I don't understand something. But I would say that Purple needs to build back, because even in this situation, he would be fighting Frank under the fortress, he would lose less units, and he might catch the heal wave under the fortress as well, and then Orange arrives, and he might have a chance for a stack.
I mean, Yellow, even before the Farseer hits level 6, is already doing some damage on that fortress. This must be so stressful if you're team 2, if you're team 2, you're just constantly like losing mid and you're constantly under fortress all game. I think this looks rough.
Yeah, that is indeed.
Is that a hero from Franklin? Which hero is that?
That's a paladin.
Let's see. Did he go heal level 1 when you go aura?
No, he went for the invulnerability one.
Oh,
Or I mean, the one. Look at the amount of Hippo Riders on the Teal. Can you click on the one of the units? Teal units? Yeah, 2-1 upgrades. So he's very strong, and his Panda is level 5. His second Panda is level 5, which is absolutely crazy, because even if he's not killing, what is that early ult though? Or might be wrong.
I think it did fine.
Panda critted and killed the Shadow Hunter almost in one hit. And yeah, it actually worked well. But again, it's the same problem. I think Farseer is gonna get more XP than expected now. But if he didn't do it, they would take a massive hit on the fortress. So it's like it's a lose-lose situation, honestly, at this position.
Can we click on the Farseer? Can we see how much XP does he have?
Yeah. is, although when we look at it, blue has a Dreadlord with Inferno, and even right now, yellow would not be casting Earthquake on the fortress simply because he's not in range. So maybe that's a good thing. But this iteration happens only when Shadowhunter ults, right? And Shadowhunter ults is cooldown for 3 minutes, so he uses it every second wave, not every wave.
That fortress is taking hits though from Frank's wave here. I don't think it's gonna. Actually, is it gonna die?
Fortress? No. Or wait. Teal is orange might be late, honestly.
I think he barely makes it.
Yeah, he makes it, but remember, first here is half the level. And this,
Wait, that's basically
this
just one Farseer ult from dying now.
yeah. One Earthquake and the fortress is dead, and Alchemist. Does Alchemist die? Because that's a huge amount of speed. Okay. I think Farseer is not getting level 6, but might as well kill the fortress without it.
Yeah, I don't think they even need it at this point.
Or
Boom!
28. Oh, GG. Well played to the team 1. Team 2 actually, even though the orange got pretty hard countered from the first few waves, they stand strong for a long time in this game. They tried their best. So I guess now we just wait for them to remake.
I feel like that was a very rough matchup for Orange from the beginning to end against Yellow. Because every time I saw the meet out, I felt like Yellow was just deleting Orange's wave, and then Yellow also had the Alchemist chance mid, and you could just get an extra mine on top of that. And then they had mid control game, and he could just extend his lead pretty much. And then they just, yeah, eventually chipped the fortress down.
Yeah, I hope to see that this game is gonna go 2-1. Or I don't know. I just want to see how the
Oh,
Doom guy
thanks for
strategy
the
works when
thanks for the
he
follow,
doesn't get
Lemonhead.
one.
Sorry, Bambucha.
Oh, yes.
Lemonhead B18. Love to see it.
Because so far we watched 2 games of him, and both games were pretty much hard countered by the opponent. I think that's not the game.
No, it's not. All right, we're waiting for the next game up. Dest is in the finals. Let's freaking go. Yes.
I'm excited for the finals, actually.
Dr. Manhattan. Dude, I'll be sending 30
Even
bucks
though
your way soon.
He can buy more skins.
TK will buy more skins, hell yeah. I mean, look at the last game, it went pretty one way. Like, all the waves were hard won by the team Frank. So, we'll see how the second game goes.
Yeah, that game didn't inspire much hope in Team One. But to be fair, the game we watched where Team One lost, or these 3 guys lost, didn't look good for them either. But they won the
Yeah,
other 2 games we didn't watch. Like I feel like we're kind of just cursing these guys. Any
maybe
game
we
we
should
watch just
just not
doesn't go well.
watch a movie until they finish the games, imagine? And they win 2-1.
I mean, if it causes Frank to lose, I'd do it.
Agree. Stop the stream. Okay, I think the game is up if you refresh. Yep.
All right. Couple minutes and we can start viewing.
Is Turbine, you booting up a stream? Or are you gonna stream on the NA tournament?
I'll probably stream during the NA tournament.
Nice.
But man, that NA tournament is at 4 a.m. my time. I mean, I can't complain because it's an NA tournament. It is not meant for people like me.
That's true.
I mean, MSI signed in, you're signed in. If if it's gonna be the same as the last NA tournament went, is your European people winning, it's gonna be devastating.
Alright, Curry's also in there. I feel like an EU person's gonna win the NA tournament, or sorry, the NA Risk tournament.
Don't say that, but yeah, maybe. Especially because if Power and Matt aren't playing, there's no representation for NA, unfortunately.
What do you mean? There's two Nurla, there's Red Blood 3, there's Angleman. I don't know
I
who
have
else.
faith. Yeah, I guess so. Red Blood and Nurlik and
Up the
Engelman.
bat, by the way, also. Power Goblin. But
One
I think
more minute.
Pilsy.
I'm kind of hyped to see what's it called, a Risk team in next week's tournament, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we're just gonna lose in the first round.
I mean, it'll be hype no matter what, because it'll be funny as hell to watch like the Riskers get absolutely destroyed or make it pretty far.
I just want to point it out that we practiced a little bit. We had 6 games together. And I think we went with 100% win rate. We won all 6 of them.
Yeah, impressive stats. I've also got a 100% win rate in 2025 in Dark Strike.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're jumping in. Game 2 of the semifinals. Oh, delay not over. Okay. Here we go.
Is it unhinged that right after this tournament, I'm probably playing Dark Strike?
It's perfect.
I think it's normal.
I also do wonder how much of these guys practice retry, because then wasn't Geology looking for a team, right? Like, did these guys just last minute start working with each other? Meanwhile, I assume, like,
No,
I wonder if...
Geology and Doom, they're good friends.
Oh, okay.
So the third guy came in time and kind of helped them to make the team.
Yeah, but I still wonder how much that helps with their, or messes with their synergy, because I assume Phalo, Frank, and Cirque probably actually spent more time practicing with each other.
I
Or at
guess,
least
but
confident in each other. Like, they know
they
how
got to
they're
the
gonna
semifinals. They beat a pretty strong team on the way here. And they definitely got a strategy, I would say. Like the
Yeah, I
things
mean,
they're doing are not usual. They're off
Doomfist and the
meta.
Shade strat. Yeah,
Yeah, the
I
shade, like
respect it.
you're not gonna see the shade in your matchmaking games. Like never, ever.
I feel like if you're just, I want to say, I guess if you're just worse than the other team, going for the off meta strats is the way. But I don't want to say these guys are worse. I don't know how good any of these guys are.
Yeah, I mean same in Risk. Like if you're not as good as I don't know Sox, or you wanna like escape the fighting part. You wanna go for the rating or teaming or anything else besides 1v1 fighting.
Here we go. We're watching Frank.
Okay, mine first.
Dest, I
Frank
hope
is
you're
the mine.
watching so that you can see what Frank's going to do so that you can destroy them in the finals. What is... Waiting. We're
So
waiting.
I think Frank is gonna skip the first wave, same as blue. No, blue build actually. I think Frank is skipping. No, he also built last second. So he went for
Okay.
his 1 grunt and blue
What did blue have?
2 goals. I don't remember, but I think 2 goals should win. And I think the goals got the mid buff first. Can we look at orange, please? Power over the orange. Do they have a shade? Yes. Shade again, and
Wait.
he's already tier 2. He's gonna have a shade again.
Wait, can we look at orange? Where is the shade? Oh, I see them. I did not see it. Dude, this guy's going shade every game. Every game we have witnessed, he has gone shade.
But you need to pick it, and he gets it every single game we watch. That's actually hilarious.
I wonder if the games he's won, he didn't go shade.
That would be also funny. But right now, I think the shade might work. Purple is winning. Although, I don't know. I don't like that his shade is all the way at the back. I don't see the idea behind it. Like I
And
thought,
he gets
yeah,
second
oh,
line
he moved it in
immediately.
time. That's
A player's forces are under attack.
Is it?
Town is
I mean,
under
what's the
siege.
point of getting the second mine this early as well while doing this strat? Like, I feel like this basically is like him abandoning. I guess it's not abandoning the early game. He's just cheesing the early game. But
I
later,
think he didn't get the mid bonus.
yeah, he did not.
What's the point? I mean, that's his strategy. Like, what's the point of skipping turn 1 and going for shade?
It's just the shade is fine, but it's also on top of that he goes 2 mines immediately.
Okay,
not gonna
shade
have
got the
units
mid
for a while.
bonus. But it might reach the tower, and tower has division. Yep.
Yeah.
That's unlucky. Oh, I mean, they got a mid bonus for a little bit. Frank with the Blade Master against Alchemist. That's actually not the best matchup for the Alchemist, I think. As we can see it right now, Blade Master is dealing a lot of DPS himself with the illusion. And yeah, that's one of the matchups that Alchemist is losing. So Frank got a little bit lucky, I would say.
Oh, a little lucky.
And he secured the mid bonus for his team. So purple didn't go for the hero for now. Teal is going ghouls with lich, facing footmans with shamans. It's going pretty even, although because of that, I think lich might stack.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a
Lich
problem
does
since
stack, you're right.
orange is not building like always, right? Yeah, like some random 3 shamans. I don't understand the shamans. Like, I don't want to sound like
A hater.
like this guy, but why does he build? Why is he building shamans? Like legit. He just basically allowed Lich to hit tower for free and potentially get XP from blue units. And those shamans didn't deal any damage. Like, what's the point of shamans in this strategy? I just don't understand it.
Well, he's just building the support units for the other units later, because he's gonna go tier 3, right?
But doing that, he's wasting a lot of time. Like the mine, then you waste 420 gold on shamans, which is basically a whole frost mirror, by the way. So it's like questionable, and it doesn't do anything. Which like legitimately nothing. It does nothing for
It's
his
an experimental strategy, and you're not gonna beat the guy with the most played games playing normally. So I respect it.
Yeah, no, I respect his strategy, but I don't understand the logic behind the shamans. Like, I love what he's doing, but I don't like the shamans. At least like this early. And he's learning lightning shield, so he's spending 500 gold plus gold mine, 700 gold instead of like Chimera or Frostworm instantly.
I mean, but to be fair with you, gold mines are probably not winning no matter what you build, so you may as well just build the support units and then just get the tier 3 big units, and the support units can help them. I'm not sure. That's
Maybe.
what I'm guessing.
Maybe that's the logic, but as we saw last time, like he made he'll hero hit the tower. So he basically did a little bit more damage on the tower because of that. And the problem
A player's
is
forces
Orange.
are under attack.
So now he added Priest. Uh, he can only go air this game, and one of the problems is, can we check the tier of yellow? Tier 1. Okay, he only goes to 2 right now.
We look at
And
orange tier.
and
Is
he
he also doing
cancels
tier
it.
3? Yeah, he's
What
running
I
a
would
tier 3.
think is he would respond with tier 3. The whole idea is if he has a net, so Crypt Fiend or Raider, he can possess the air units as well. So once they're netted, Banshee can possess it. So with his amount of bunches, he could probably go possession and a net unit, because it's obvious at this point that Orange is going for the tier 2 air unit, right?
Yeah.
And if he would possess the air unit, it would probably mean the game over for Orange, because like what are you gonna do about it? He has 6 bunches and he's gonna add the raiders all the time, and you cannot build tier 3 melee units because everything besides Mountain Giant gets possessed. So
Does yellow have a net? So we look at. Oh, never mind. Actually,
yeah, we can only on the left side consider. It's gonna be interesting. If he does have the net, it's not looking promising for my boy Doom. At least he has a unit, but I don't like the Mountain Giant here. I will be serious. Why? Why do we build Mountain Giant? It doesn't give anything. Yeah, it's
actually
tanky,
love
but
that the shade is bloodlusted. But yeah.
it doesn't provide like anything. If you went for the Chimera, you need to support the Chimera and try to play around Chimera. Mount a giant into mass ghouls. Like, what's the idea behind that? Like, I'm missing it on that.
I mean, against probably whatever he builds there, he's not gonna win, or he's not gonna win his wave. So he's just setting up for like the other units. I'm not sure. Like that's what I'm assuming. Like whatever he builds there, he's not gonna win. And he probably has a plan in mind. Like he has a unit composition he wants to go for.
I mean,
I am
bro,
not sure if I'll stream after the tournament fail.
I mean, I hope so. I hope that he's not just randomly clicking buttons. And he actually has a plan that he follows right now, but it's, again, it doesn't seem promising. Because again, we're facing the total domination from Team 1 on the early game. They got tower again. Still, as I said multiple times, like when you're trying to finish the game early, you want to adjust your build for the next opponent you're gonna face after you're late. And he's already has like what, 6 or 7 or 8 Banshee gargoyles, which is basically murders Chimera in 2 waves of hits. Which is like what Orange is doing now. Like Orange built a sniper, like a rifleman, and a druid, and 2 druids on the claw, which I absolutely not approve. Druids
I
on the
think
claw,
you don't approve
they don't deal
anything Orange
damage.
does.
Yeah, but bro, like I don't want to sound rude or something, but he is throwing the game right now. Honestly, like I approve the tier 2 rush, I approve the second gold mine, I approve the shade, but I don't like the decision making after the tier 3 and how he builds casters before the unit. How he went for the Frostworm or Chimera and then switched to Mountain Giant plus Rifleman. Like, I don't see how he's planning to win. You know, because building Druid of the Claws is not an option. Enemy guy has Banshees, which is absolute the best counter in the game to Druids of the Claw, because they just possess them. And like, what's the point? And if you want to build it for the Roar, why would you build 2 of them?
Dope Banshees basically counter everything in a way. Like how do you deal with mass Banshees?
You deal with them with siege engines, mountain giants, mostly air units, like cheap air, like Keeper Raiders, Gargoyles, like W units, like snipers, headhunters. But yeah, oh my god, he went for the triple Druid of the Claw against Mass Banshee guy. Can we look at Yellow's tier? I think he's going tier 3 right now. He should be going tier 3. I don't know why did he build snipers, but oh, he went for a hero first. But I hope to see that he's going tier 3 right now.
Wait, it took me a while to register. Yellow did not go for a hero for a while, actually.
Yeah, he was full focused on the early game.
Yeah. I feel like it's also just scary giving up the early game and giving, like, I don't know, 3 really good players an extra mine. Because you're basically giving them the early game lead and you have to like hope that you can somehow turn that around. And I don't know, I feel like we just haven't seen that in this tournament. Like I've just, every time a team gets complete mid control for a while, they just eventually start chipping away at the stronghold, or sorry, fortress until it dies. And I don't know. It just doesn't look possible. Like, I mean, I'm sure it is possible to come back, but it feels like a scary strat to do against like very good players who are going to immediately counter everything you're going to do if you're rushing to tier 3.
Like, it's not very hard to counter, especially when you know it's gonna happen. Like, I guess they just know that Doom does have that every game, for example. So maybe they even switched positions of the players, like who's gonna go which wave, to adjust the gameplay. You know, who prefers to play like a chill game, chill early game, and like plan the late game better. But yeah, so far it's not looking great for the Team 1, and he's building 4 bursts. I don't know what Pika is saying right now, but he might pull off the Togs commentary, Togs comment here as well. Is Yellow tier 3 any soon? Oh, he's not even going tier 3. Why though? I think he went gold mine.
We got a status update on the mines. Alright, so these guys all have 2. I noticed that a lot of good players just never get the 3rd gold
3,
mine.
2, 2. It's hard to fit in the 3rd gold mine. The 2nd one you kinda get after the tower, like it's easy to understand. Like it's almost never wrong to get a gold mine after the tower. But the 3rd one is tricky, because most of the time you might be like risking something if you're doing gold mine early.
Yeah, like that one is like a harder decision because you're actually just risking your lead at that moment. Like you might get the gold mine and then give up your lead. And that might just be way worse because having the mid control is like for your whole team, not just you.
Yeah, that's what happens a lot of the times in the regular games, especially on lower elo. Like, people get early game dominance and then they just think they're super strong and decide to go for a mine. Okay, so that's a obnoxious skin for the hippo riders, or is it a? Oh, it's not a hippo. It's a
That's
griffin.
a griffin. Never mind.
Yeah. And we're seeing the flying machines again. I don't approve. I think flying machines are one of the weakest units in the game. I get the idea. Like the teal is building mass air, like gargoyles, griffins now. But you need so many.
Those griffins are gonna
So
stack
many of them.
with the yellow's wave, and also they're just gonna get some free hits on the fortress here.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do too much, but it's still.
I mean, 1000 damage, 14
Yeah,
minutes in. That's a lot, and it's still getting damaged. At least the shade is alive.
Do you think it's worth it just sell the shade, or do you just leave it?
I think you just leave it, no matter what. Like, it costs 75 gold, so selling it minus 25% is gonna be like 60, a little bit more. Or less, like 55, 50 gold. Like,
and
so.
if it gives you free random mid control every once in a while, why not?
Yeah,
Even though I don't think the shade is crossing middle for a while.
yeah, I don't think he's crossing mid anytime soon. I don't see the comeback. Honestly, I want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy, but looking at 5 Griffins from Teal.
And I wonder if those Griffins are gonna stack again, because they're gonna kill the flying the gargoyles are gonna kill the flying machines, and then the Griffins are gonna chase the bears, but they might just get hit by the fortress down here.
Orange went for an orb on Dreadlord, so they're stuck at the fortress right now.
Yeah, I think that saved that stopped them from stacking, which is great.
I guess yellow is not going for possession because he would just simply waste the unit. Like he would lose a Banshee and the Druids of the Claw would die anyway. So,
I guess he just doesn't need it yet.
yeah, and it's not also one of the things, it's not usable against blue. Like there's nothing to possess on blue's field. So maybe that's one of the reasons as well.
Yeah.
Because I would be already tier 3 with possession, and I would be smiling every time I see my Banshee turn into Druid of the Claw.
Is that a Kodo beast, or what is that at the back?
Yeah, that's better beast. All the skins, man.
Yeah, these skins are honestly kind of wild.
A player's forces
Could you
under
click
attack.
on Frank's hero?
Where's Frank? Yeah.
Yeah, so he got 2 items. Poison Warp and Hellstorm, okay. That's a pretty regular one, actually. For Blade Master and the Demon Hunter, people usually go for... Oh, wait, Teal has tanks. Nah, this is not fair.
Is that just gonna shred the flying
Yeah.
machines now?
I think, yeah, I mean, machines killed the gargoyles this time, but the Griffins were full HP.
Those Griffins are gonna stack a little bit with Yellow's Wave again. They're gonna get so much damage on this.
No.
Ooh, why? And only now. Fortress is down to... okay, now. 1248. This is not looking great. And Frank adding some Frost Rims. Actually, I'm quite interested in that choice because blue seems to have mass Druids.
A
And
player's forces are
not
under
looking
attack.
at that, Frank went for the Frost Rim. And look at that combo. He has Hippos and the Raider. And the Raider netted the Frost Rim, which saved Frost Rim from the Hippo Rider, from the Hippo. And Hippos died for no reason, they didn't even slow the deal down. It's miserable.
And that's a lot of flying machines.
Actually, flying machines are walking off right now.
Yeah, they are.
Can we check the upgrades on them? If you select one of them? 1, 0, okay. I would think that he had his hero in the front, so it would work like all the air units would hit Dreadlord first and then switch to flying machines. That's why they don't die instantly. They deal a lot of damage. Like the tanks are not enough to just wipe the flying machines for now. So the team 2 is actually kind of establishing for a moment. But yeah, it's looking strong. But
Oh, it's getting a lot of before we start that off. Difficult. Do we see the if
A player's forces are under attack.
I think Sandwich is having some minor connection problems.
oh, it's fixed. Yeah. I was reconnected to the server constantly for some reason. Anyway, we're back. And we have Princess of the Moon for Frank. Oh. Frank is looking strong. He's almost clearing Purple's wave. Although Fortress didn't take a hit after Orange established, and Purple is as level 6 Panda. So actually, Heal's build is very good. Like, it is good against the Orange in particular, not against Purple. So he took the thing to build against your next opponent maybe too far. Although
also mention, I don't know if set Bambuchi's volume to 200% for Monkey Bucket to respond to Speed Sereno's comment about raising the co-casters a bit.
Am I quiet? I don't know. My microphone is basically in my mouth.
That's okay.
Oh, you're fine for me, but I wonder. I mean, that says I got you on like 200 or 140%, so.
But yeah, Death Knight level 6, he summons a lot of immune units. I didn't see if he used it yet though. I think he skipped or used it before. And Frank is arriving. I think this game might be over soon. Because Theo is building enough tanks to kill all the flying machines before. Oh wait, he's not building any more tanks. That's interesting. Oh, he went for mass necro. Oh my god. That's actually devastating. Because right now,
I can't
yeah.
tell from the skin.
Right now, I think he saved up for a few turns, or I missed that part when he actually went for necros. Now he's gonna summon a lot of it on the Purple's wave, and Orange doesn't have any type of dispel. He has a lot of flying machines, or maybe he has priests, like 1 or 2. Let me see, 1, 2, yeah, 2
no,
priests.
they have AoE dispel.
Yeah, they do. Oh, and Orange or Yellow has Vet Riders. And actually, Orange standing strong. He cleared this wave like nothing. I'm surprised.
Yeah, Orange I feel like has been doing okay-ish against Teal, but then he gets cleared by Yellow.
The level 6 Dreadlord. I mean, they established, like, before Orange did this, like, before he actually established and started clean his wave at least. They were taking hits on the fortress, and now they're kind of safe. At least for a little bit.
Blue has a ton of siege tanks over here. He's gonna hold for a while.
Yeah, Blue got that broken late game combo of siege tanks plus frost rims. We'll see how it pays off, but Frank is very smart at his play. Like when he's playing, he is staying for tanks and he's not building more rims. Like he has those 2 frost rims and he doesn't care about them. He just builds Druids of the Claw because they're very good against tanks. Like they roar your whole army, they just deal a lot of DPS. They kill those tanks pretty fast. So like 4 siege tanks, basically doing nothing for Blue right now. Purple is standing strong because of the Pandaren. He's
A lot of
able.
Griffins.
That's a lot of Griffins with a frenzy. So how is this gonna go? Again, like, yeah, orange is looking great against teal, but I don't know if this build can ever work against yellow. Yellow doesn't have any air. Like actually, it doesn't have any air. And if yellow actually would learn the upgrade on the Banshee and possess the burst, help quite a bit.
I think orange only has like a couple of bears, so it might just be grief to add, like do the possess thing. I mean, you want to get the bears obviously, but what if he just possesses, like all his banshees start possessing random crash units, and then he loses the anti-magic? I'm not sure.
I mean, if you possess random dogshit units which are casters, you don't need that anti-magic shield, right? And it speeds up the wave, so you might get a extra hit or something on the fortress because of that. Or at least that's my thought process on the Banshee possession when you're pushing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, purple is doing very good against Frank.
Because every time I see someone like on the now I'm seeing team white actually do okay-ish against, you know, some of the waves, but it's always the next wave comes in and just finishes them up.
Yeah,
And
I mean that's
just okay against teal here usually.
I mean, teal doesn't have an answer to Dreadlord right now. Like Dreadlord with an orb and a lot of flying machines. He is just struggling against it.
I wonder what when you just build more siege tanks and more gargoyles, that's what I would guess. That would be my...
I mean, gargoyles are not hitting flying machines because of the Dreadlord. Dreadlord is in the front and they hit the first target they see that can attack air. And Dreadlord is the first target most of the time.
Wait, but yellow's still getting some damage on that fortress. Did he get any damage, or was it always 533?
Yeah, I think it was 700 before, so he got like 200 damage.
Yeah, you got some
Imagine
damage.
imagine if that just won them the game. That would have been pretty rough, because Team 1 I feel like is kind of almost like stabilizing, like Bambucha mentioned. And if yellow just gets a couple hits, it finishes them off.
I mean, the main problem for me right now is that orange need to somehow scale into fighting against yellow. Like, at some point you need to be able to at least put up some decent fight or think about it somehow.
Life in the chat says new Risk version looks weird.
I mean, actually when you look at it, almost every single player has riflemen. Purple got it, orange got it, red got it. I think yellow got it as well.
Forces are under attack.
That's the risk in Dark Strike, hell yeah. And what I love about the Team 1 comp is that yellow skip the hero for a long time. And usually you don't want to go Death Knight as a first hero because it's pretty weak early game. So going for the Death Knight is a very good decision because right now he's able to come here faster, and for example those 200 damage that he did was only because of that Death Knight aura.
Wonder. There's some. That's a tiny bit of damage was done on the fortress there by the catapults.
Yeah, but they're
There's 7
I don't
damage
know
back.
the ability, but yeah, it's not a big damage, but it's still.
I mean, at this
Something.
point, when you have 500 HP on your fortress, that anything, it all matters.
Yeah.
Especially if like Team 1 is like stabilizing, like they can always just make a comeback. Like one good stack and one good push, and it's kind of over for Team 2. So
Yeah, I agree. I think we're looking for the level 6 on Priestess of the Moon now. That's gonna be a massive point because I think Frank is gonna do a lot better against purple once he reaches that.
do you think if you're Team 1, you're like desperately looking for, I don't know, something like Torrent Chieftain for the movement speed or just some way to get to that fortress a little quicker?
It's hard to say. You would need to think who is gonna get there, like who is actually able. If he gets the move speed aura, who would be able to reach the fortress, you know?
Right, Yellow's definitely gonna get some damage.
Oh, it's
no.
close.
Oh,
It's so close. This might be
170,
that burning damage.
130, 99, 80. Oh, he missed it. Yeah, I think next yellow wave might be it.
Purple should. Actually, I don't know. Purple's fighting outside the fortress range, which is like it's probably the worst feeling when you're just barely outside the range of the fortress like this, because he beat Frank's wave, but barely. And now Teal's here. Does Teal reach the fortress before Orange gets in here?
I don't know. It's looking rough though.
Wait, that fortress is taking some damage. I don't know from what, but it took some damage. I saw the numbers.
I
go
think
down.
it was a tick of the visual or something, maybe? Hard to say actually.
The yellow's here
Okay,
now.
now we look at yellow.
I don't think yellow gets any damage on the fortress though, or? I mean, he has to kill this fast enough. I don't know, it's pretty hard to take down this many mountain giants, I feel like. This must be so stressful for Team 1. They've just been fighting under
Yeah.
the fortress for over 30 minutes. It's just, I can't imagine this is a fun feeling.
And now it's like one hit away. So
Yeah.
simple, like any slip, any small mistake, and the game is over. And the tournament is over for my boy Doom.
We're not gonna see the shade mid strats anymore.
Unless, what if Frank pulls off a shade next game, huh?
Yeah.
I would love to see that. He just learned new tricks.
And you know, he's like, he loses the game and types to Doom, but that strat is not working well.
Shock says Orange needs to ask Yellow for peace as soon as possible.
That would be a good think to do
Oh no,
anything.
I think this is going down. I'll be honest.
Or
I think it's just gonna be one hit.
There it is.
there it
Frank's
is.
going to the finals. We're going to the finals. We're meeting Dest. I'm ready for it.
Our two, our two champions, Dest and Frank.
Let's see. So we got Dest, Alice, Dr. Manhattan versus Frank, Phalo, and Cirque. It's going to be close. Also, this meme, I really don't understand it. I don't know who
Which
made
one?
that. The one on the screen.
You know, I actually don't understand it either. I'll be honest with you. I don't know any of these people. I don't know who
Yeah.
these people are.
I don't know who sent it in. It just said risk, and I thought, okay, maybe we take that one off. No one understands it. Robert says they should have pulled back during one. That rat shade. Wait, the rat shade rush versus the Chad Shaman spam? Yes. Indeed.
I'm already miss seeing Doomfist play.
I know.
Yeah. Although watching those games is funny. Imagine you start grinding Dark Strike and you see that like the Doom guy is on your team on the third lane. What's your opinion? What's your
I'm,
decision making
I'm
after
gonna
that?
smile. I'm gonna try to fight the early game for this guy and let him scale into the late game.
Yeah, I think he has a great idea like how to win. I don't know why did Stark he did not go for the Banshee possession. I still don't understand it, but
I mean,
I
he
guess
ended up
there's
just
a
not
logic
needing
behind
it
it.
since he just didn't have to fight the bears almost ever. But I'm
Uh,
not sure. Maybe there's some other reason.
yeah.
I'm not good enough to know it.
I mean, like at the other side, orange like most of the orange gold went into flying machines. So there's not like a front line that you need to be careful about, like that you need to possess or that he can come back with. I don't know.
And also to answer Shocks, yeah, not my meme, but it's probably just how previous alliances end and people switch so quickly when they're close to winning. But I don't know. It just who are those people? Who the hell sell 'em? It's just random ass people. I feel like. Like I'm sure there's a better way to represent the same thing.
We'll find it. We'll remake it.
Wait, why is it hot videos in Korea?
That's my favorite meme.
Uh,
I'm so excited to see Frank play. I don't know if I should cheer against or for him.
you
Why?
cheer
Wait,
against him.
cheer against.
The original Indian meme. Yes, look at me. I have to explain it. I still don't know what it is. Yeah, let's browse the Direct Strike memes channel in the meantime. I feel like the type of people to make memes are the reasons I don't find memes very funny. Like most of these memes are god awful. Same with the risk one.
What do you mean? You're a meme hater? What's wrong with you?
I wouldn't say I'm a meme hater. I just feel like the people who make memes are just I don't know.
Those are my favorite people.
Like, we even made this meme, say to like no timer, play for city. I mean, I guess that one does make sense, just because I know that one's represents Poo Monkey suffering.
Hey, the line caster.
That's
And
funny.
this one's just made by like, why is it? I don't even mind
The
it. It's
game is
just
up.
why is it me robots? Like it would make more sense if it was me Sox or M side, but where the hell is robots from?
And trying to survive. What do you mean survive?
In an FFA.
Oh,
It's just the fact that robots is on that like list. I used to like Easter before it was revealed he doesn't like memes or memers. Unsubscribed. You can always ask for my opinion on Lord of the Rings. I don't have much better opinions on that. The NA,
Salus. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's full. Let me check. I think it might be closed, but no, it's definitely not full. It was like kind of an unusual time, so only 15 people signed up. But honestly, this is gonna be. I might actually just watch the NA one. Like this is gonna be a bumper one. There are some players that we just don't see there often enough. Like I need more Nurla in FFA lobbies. Twisty McPink is also kind of funny to watch, or fun to watch. Sorry. Oh no, it'll be fun to see like Red Blood and Nurla interact with each other. In my opinion, that's always gonna be content for me, and Angleman.
45 seconds.
Praise minor Easter. Then a wrist tournament is in. Let me check again for people. It is in about 4 hours. Yeah, that might just honestly be too late for me. I might just watch that in bed.
No problem. Here we go. Nope, not yet. Almost.
We're about to witness the big finals.
We're clicking it. All right, we're going in.
There's so many bumpers in this finals over here. You got Phalo, who's one of the best players. You got Frank, who's got the most playtime ever possible, and you got Cirque, who also, I don't know, he just seems like a powerful player in the games he played. Like I feel like he did quite like almost the most damage in that first game to the enemy stronghold with the Farseer, and just I don't know, well countered Orange in my opinion.
Week 2, baby. Week 2 finals. We have the
No.
Prince of Direct Strike, i.e. Frank. And we have Dest, the Alpha. The absolute leader.
wait, why Elf though?
No, Alpha. Not Elf.
Oh, Alpha.
Alpha.
Okay.
Because this guy has commanded this tournament. Seriously.
Yeah. I honestly would cheer for that team only because of the fact that they signed out instantly. Both times. The moment I posted the sign up sheet, they're in there already.
Oh, yeah?
They're
Can
committed to that one.
we skip through this? You can't also forget Dr. Manhattan with a million skins.
Yep.
I also see Alice streaming Direct Strike every once in a while.
All right, we're synced in. This is it.
They should be
Alright.
hype serious so far from what we've seen.
We got
that's the
Frank on the top left and Dest on the top right. The two big boys going at it. A Huntress versus two Grunts. Beautiful.
Well, it's interesting. They both are skipping mine if you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But they're
both went
not
over
going
like
for the mine, and it's it's even double interesting for me as a Frank, because why would you go with the weakest tier 1 unit early game, skipping gold mine? I think he's trying to cheese his way in to the game with Hunters is without a gold mine. I wonder how long is he planning to stay without a gold mine? Is he going to get it right now? Yeah, he got a gold mine. Okay. So he just tried to wait to win the first wave as hard as possible, but I guess he failed. Or did he? Wait, he won. Okay.
Frank showing off the experience. That's what happens when you have the most games. You know that your 200s are going to beat the 2 grunts.
Yep.
You just know
1 million games of experience.
We were gonna hype him up if he won that, and if he lost that, we were gonna flame him for having 1,000,000 games.
Yep.
Looks like Orange is also winning here, so Team 2 is gonna maintain mid control for a while.
Thank you so much, Sir Lewis. Appreciate that. We're having fun doing it. Soon
Yellow
we'll be...
went for the... sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say soon we're gonna stream every day. It's not a guarantee, but we're working on it.
New tournament every day.
We're gonna have a Life of a Peasant tournament, Run Kitty Run tournament.
Oh, Orange skipped the wave completely. I was surprised Yellow went for a hero, but Orange basically did the same thing, but he didn't build a hero yet.
Frank
Okay,
with
5 Huntresses.
5 Huntresses. We love to see it.
Oh, and Dust responded with a...
What do we prefer here, Bambucha? Are we preferring Dest or Frank?
They prefer Frank. He's
Really?
in this one.
Like 500.
Unfortunately. I think Dust misplayed the placement of the Dryad, because Dryad takes extra amount of damage from Huntresses, and he built it the way that it gets all the bounces. So it died for no reason pretty fast.
Wait, do Dryads have normal armor?
Dryads have unarmored, and it's 150%, I think.
Against normal.
Yeah. Can you select the Banshee? And hover over the armor tab? The armor. Huh? Yeah, you see? Pierce and Siege. Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
oh, no. It's... No. It's if you build the W unit, you get extra damage. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so Stark going for the Crypt Lord. I've heard a line from someone: if you're losing early game with Crypt Lord, you might as well leave the game. So Orange probably will have the early game secured. What do you say?
Is that a Pika Penguin line, or whose line is that?
No, unfortunately I'm not a Pika follower. So it was someone like Dogs, Frank, or Soxu, one of the people usually talk about Darkseid. Frank with no hero at tier 2 into a Spirit Walkers is actually a very interesting idea. So he saw that Dest went for quite a bit of grunts. So Frank just went for tier 2 because Huntresses get a huge power spike on the upgrade they get with tier 2. And he went for Spirit Walkers. The interesting thing about Spirit Walkers is the highest DPS, highest magic damage DPS unit in the game. Like a land unit. You don't count Frost Rim. And they work very well against against grunts.
All right. Team Desk crossing the middle line. Beautiful. We're back
Yep.
on top, baby.
Yeah.
I'm
middle
interested
battle
how
there.
did Dr. Manhattan, the Mr. Skins, I will call him that, approach the Crypto. Yeah, he went for 4 shamans, so he wants to dispel all the creatures as soon as possible. And I think he got it. He got the dub. Yeah. Although the guy before Sork leaked. So it's actually, I think it's the first game that we're looking at.
Yep.
Where Frank's team is started
Oh.
to lose early game. Can we look at the best? He's tier 1, right?
A player's forces are under
Yeah.
attack.
We're not seeing an instant tier 3 like last game.
He's building
Or sorry, like
riflemen
other
and druids. He's very strong against Frank. So right now I'm 100% preferring Dust for a moment.
And there's also the riflemen, which are good against the huntresses.
Yes. The problem is that the snipers and the druids, they don't scale well. Not saying that huntresses scale well, but for example, spirit walkers are very good no matter what. They have D-spell, they have Spirit Link, which is a very powerful spell. So Frank's comp has a, I think, better potential than Dest if they keep spamming the same units. But I think we gotta see the hero from Frank right now. Yeah, he's making it.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's a lot of footmen and shamans.
Yeah, he went for the 5 shamans. I mean, he saw ghouls, he saw Crypt Lord with his creatures. Although, if you look at it, at one of the shamans don't have mana after all the lightning shield. So, Mr. Skins might as well try to micro some shamans and like disable the lightning shields after few casts, so he actually dispels all of them. Because one mistake and it might turn into a problem. Because if Frank gets a stack with his huntresses, it's gonna be very painful for Red. And now Frank got a Modern King, which is a very powerful hero in combination with huntresses, because you always want a melee hero that can buy, for example, Belt of Strength or the Hell's the Hell's Amulet.
Yep.
And like provide the front line for the huntresses, and Mountain King is one of the best because that went in melee like that, so he is just busted on the early level stats. Like his armor is crazy for the strength hero, his HP bar is high. I think it's higher than the tower and chieftain, which is busted with the huntresses. So Frank is looking very healthy right now. Frank is doing great. Interesting idea coming from the teal. He has quite a lot of benches. I think 6 or even 7 of them, which is quite unusual. Like usually, I think you don't get more than 4 because most of the time it's gonna be enough for all units to be covered in the anti-magic shield. But he builds them in a way like they're his like source of DPS as well at this stage. And it's looking like a stack to me. Can we click on the orange hero items? I think he got a Belt of Strength. Yes, he did. That's what allowed him to survive longer. Now he's gonna die instantly, but at least we have 3 shamans from orange helping Frank. And it looks like it's gonna be enough for Frank to... or?
Yeah, Red is doing really well here.
Yeah, but Hans got to the snipers and they're melting snipers. And actually, the stack continues. So now...
We got a full
Frank.
stack! I love it. I love it. The Prince of Direct Strike.
Actually, Frank got Spirit Walkers, Priests, and a Statue, so a lot of healing coming from Frank for free. That's actually a very, very good stack.
Is this an early shutdown potentially?
Yeah, I think Frank actually tuned the game around completely
Wow.
simply by building healing units. Like he understood the position almost perfectly. Like the million games paid off.
That's
He
what you get.
decided to try it out. He built healers, and now look at it.
3 million games. That's where this gets you. Top of the tournament, looking good, looking like a
very
shutdown.
healthy. Yeah, he just turned the game around for his team simply by adding some healing, and
Wow.
I mean, and combining it with orange, buying a belt to sustain on his hero.
Damage on the tower. Half the damage, half the health is gone.
In one decision, they basically get tower to half HP, and I think Frank might be able to finish it off. Look at that.
Looking so intimidating with that skin.
Yeah, against Warden, it's very good against Warden because main thing about Warden is that she's gonna blink all the time. She's gonna stay alive, gain as much XP as possible, and then you throw a bolt at her, and she's not smiling. But you can buy the Spell Shield Amulet, which costs I believe 120 gold, and it blocks the single target spells. Yeah, I think Des is gonna buy it either now or next wave, probably. Alright, Purple is looking healthy all of a sudden. Like, Teal was winning for quite a bit against Purple in a 1v1 combat. But now with a little bit of help of Red, a little bit of help from Frank, Purple is doing great. I think he's gonna throw another bomb, yeah. That bomb is doing a lot of damage right now. But Mr. Skins is microing well. He disabled all the spells on shamans, so they didn't die to Fairy Dragon. But still, it's looking rough for the team 1. And I think Dest is still on tier 1. He's building more grunts, more snipers. Yeah, he's trying his best to get back into the game on the tier 1, but Frank is already tier 3 with Abominations, and I think he's gonna research the Cloud. He didn't actually. I wonder why. But yeah, it's looking bad. Although Warden is alive and he's doing very well. Yeah, look at his items. He got a Spell Shade Amulet, he got a Venom Orb, which is very good addition in DPS, and he got an Amulet of Mana. And he actually stacks because of it. Although, oh, he got mana for the blink in time. And now because of the orb, he's staying behind, hitting Hippos, and he gets all the XP from this wave as well on the Warden. So Warden might reach level 6, and it's gonna be very, very painful for Frank because he doesn't have any Pierce or anything to counter Warden's ult. Now the problem is for Red that he wants Warden to die because his wave starts in 20 seconds and he wants Warden dead, so she spawns and she blinks another time.
He needed to toggle the blink, I think. She's still dying.
No.
Honestly, that was the perfect run. Honestly,
he got another fan of knives before dying. That's actually crazy.
That was the perfect run for that Warden, actually.
So, Dest staying on tier 1 and playing for that Warden stacking is actually paying off huge time. But Frank with the Hippo Rider, I think he added a little bit of the Hippo Riders, that's interesting. But Frank, oh, I mean, Des is looking very healthy, and his Warden with Orb of Venom is completely annihilating the the Hippo Riders. And I think the levels on the Warden are pretty good. Oh, look at this.
Can we check
That's
the
almost
Warden again?
perfect. Look at this. Bro, if I'm purple, I'm selling those Hippo Riders, Hippos, like instantly. Warden is alive and stuck in getting level 6 from this wave, probably. Only because of Hippos.
Beautiful. Dest the
Warden
absolute Chad.
Oh, I think he ulted. Oh my god, he ulted very late. If he ulted right away, maybe it's the AI problem. It's not his mistake, but if he ulted a little bit earlier, so the Vengeful Spirit doesn't take all the aggro.
Prodertus is asking who's the map maker for Direct Strike.
It's Laz.
Laz.
Yep. I think. I'm pretty sure in normal games they would say it on the top right. Like it would just say made by Laz. Like with 2 A's.
Yeah, if you're not watching from the Flow TV, it is.
That Warden is just doing so much. It really did pay off, huh? Putting so many items on the Warden there.
I was reading the conversation about Shade in Direct Strike chat. Apparently, Pika doesn't know how the mid bonus works, so I guess he was saying something about Shade in a bad way. It worked quite well. What it's called? I think it's paid off itself. Every game, like 75 gold. Or 10 gold per team, and minus 50 gold for each reveal. Yeah, Shade definitely paid it off actually.
And it just has to like work once and it pays off pretty well. And even if it doesn't, that's why I doubt you would lose the tournament because of 75 gold. But I mean, it's early game, so I don't know.
No, but I'm saying it's 100% worse because he got in a game against Frank, he got minus 100 gold from them, right? They used 2 or even 3 reveals.
Oh yeah, true.
On the Shades, so it's like it's a keeper value, actually.
Yeah.
I might need to try Shade actually. I never tried. And
Dust
is coming in with Tower and Shift and 18 minutes in. Second hero, looking very healthy.
Nice.
And that's very good second hero. Best tower in the game. Get in the tower. It's looking rough for Frank, I'm not gonna lie.
Are siege tanks immune to the Warden Fan of Knives?
Yeah, siege tanks are immune.
Let's see. And he's got a lot of pierce over here, so he should be fine against the Warden ult, but honestly that other wave is stacking and orange is gonna take 5 seconds to get here. Wait a minute, they're gonna get some decent damage here.
Yeah. This Warden actually, that's one of the games, one of the good Warden games. That's crazy how much impact the single Warden can do with proper items.
And Teal's got the level 6 Alchemist now. Did it just use ult on a little... I don't know what it's even called, the little thing that the Warden old avatar thing summons.
We're stacking
That's
here.
actually a lot of damage. This is pretty rough. Wait a minute.
Wait, this is not looking healthy for Frank, I'm not gonna lie.
Does he win this? This wave?
Even if he wins, remember that the strongest guy right now is probably Dest, and he's on his way.
He's on his way, baby. Here he comes, the absolute
with
alpha.
the aura.
He's coming to shut the game down. This is it.
This might be the.
Right,
Dest
they
is
just
showing
lost
up.
that wave under tower. This is rough. Yeah,
Wait,
this
did
is...
you see? There was Red's army still there.
Yeah.
Like it was a whole stack.
Here it is.
Whole cycle.
Dest closing the game. That's the first game of the finals down
Dead.
for Dest. I love
That
it.
happened so quick. I was not ready.
No, Dest actually with his warden and
Wow.
how he itemized it and how he played it. It was crazy. It actually he deserves
Very
a
well
round
played.
of applause from this game. Very
Okay.
well played from both sides actually. Like Frank
Yeah.
making the comeback in the early game with the healing, making them stack. He gets a tower, I think. Or no, he didn't get the tower. They got like half HP of the tower, and then Dest with early level 6 warden. Oh,
I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and a chocolate break. I'll be right back.
Easter has chocolate breaks. That's crazy.
yeah.
Insane game. Let's go, Dest. That's right, Saw Lewis. We've been following him from the start. All right, here's our next game, 13:04. We need a couple minutes and then we can hit view. So hang tight. Game 2. It's gonna be close, and this is the final. So this could be the end of the tournament here until next week. Last week, every single series was a shutout. So it was 2-0 every time. This week we had a couple 3-match series, which is nice. It's split
Yeah.
half and half. We'll see what happens in the final.
It gives us a better understanding of how long the tournament can be, right?
Yeah.
Which is a great thing, I think. And it's not even the longest it could possibly be. Like if Frank would lose the game, then it would be probably the longest time.
Okay, we should be viewing here in 10 seconds. Thoughts on casting your first direct strike, Boo? I mean, it's fun. That's why we wanted to do it. I think it's a great game, and I think it's hype to watch people go in any tournament from the first round all the way to the end. I mean, picking Dest at the beginning was great because now we got to kind of watch him and cheer for him, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in this final. Sorry, I'm trying to click refresh here and get so we can watch the game. Should be any minute. Here we go. We're going in. Boom. Gameplay. And oh yeah. What do we got? Dest lane 1, Frank lane 1. They're meeting again. Same order. Dr. Manhattan gonna be supporting Dest. Aless also supporting Dest.
I like that in Poo Monkey's head, everyone's just supporting Dest on his team.
I mean, we're gonna have to find out because I just get the feeling that I don't know. Dest is killing it. It seems like every time we watch Dest, he's just on fire. I mean, the other teams are killing it too. Don't get me wrong, but Dest has made some from the very beginning, from the first round we saw. It was amazing. I guess we can go through this a little quicker. 3 speed. All right, we're synced in.
Thoughts on casting? Wait, Boo, thoughts on casting your first
Yeah.
DS?
I commented on that. It's good. I'm having fun. I think it's a fun game to cast. I'm excited to cast our Run Kitty Run game tournament.
I feel like that'd be easier. I feel like there's a game where I had to play like 100 games, and I'm still gonna be so clueless if I try to cast. Because all the players are probably doing so many things that I'm just not sitting here.
Don't worry. All right, here we go.
Yep.
We're keeping an eye on
here
Frank. Dest with the
is
gold
definitely
mine.
super good at the game.
Everyone's going with one gold mine this time. No skipperoonies. Everyone's getting their mouses warmed up. Dest with footman. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Waiting on Frank. Lots of footmen on the team 1 here. Frank with nothing. Or is he going to wait till the very last minute? No, it's already going.
Nope, he did not spot. I think he's gonna go hero first, or he's just seeing what the other guy has.
Well, here we go.
The crazy thing is the other guy didn't send much either. He just sent, like Dest only sent 1 footman, so literally anything would have probably beat that.
The Huntress is out from purple. First 3 footmen.
That was Bambucha here, by the way.
He might
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
So we're gonna watch the Huntresses win it for now, but I mean not for long since the other wave is coming. We see what here is that the Dreadlord again?
Yeah, that's the Dreadlord.
Oh, okay.
The Doctor Skins have another skin for us.
Dr. Skins.
I'm actually surprised that yellow goes for the hero again, first wave. Usually people prefer to go for like to skip a hero or don't build at all at the first wave. Oh, by the way, can you look at Dest? Is he doing it again? No. He skipped the hero and he's not going tier 2 or anything. That's interesting. Now he sees a warden. What's his decision making now?
A player's forces are under attack.
He's going tier 2. So it might be one of those games, but the problem with tier 2 is that he's not gonna have a tier 3 unit in time. Because it takes 45 seconds, so you cannot fit 2 upgrades in time and build the unit. Unless, I don't know. Unless he's gonna try to build like necromancers or something, you can get an upgrade on tier 3.
Yeah, there's so many skins for this game. Like this Paladin skin is also pretty nice looking.
Yeah, it's the Admiral
Keeper
Proudmoore.
skin.
Or no, it's just the guy with the sword. But yeah, there's basically a skin for every unit.
Oh my god. Thank you, Prodados. Prodators.
Thank you, Power Stroke.
Here we go.
Under attack.
Wait, that's a lot of gargoyles. Is that what those are?
He's cooking.
Oh, so that's what he decided to do. He went for mass gargoyles on tier 2 and he got a stack. He got a stack going already.
Yeah, because I'm stacked with teal now. It's how much is the stack gonna do though? Like they're definitely gonna get some damage on the tower from this, right?
Yeah.
Wait, none of those are gonna hit air actually, except the keeper.
Yeah, and the low HP gargoyle is in the back with exactly 1 HP.
Holy.
Des is not only playing well, but he's also getting a little bit lucky at some small things. But yeah, that's the damage from the tower. Can we look at his build now? What is he doing? What's his plan?
More gargoyles.
More gargoyles. Oh. But orange is very strong against yellow. So even though they're gonna stack at least for one more wave probably, and like if orange keeps going the same composition he has right now, he might clear and win against yellow at the same time. Because he's very strong against it. Okay, so Frank went for an orb, I think. Yeah, Orb of Venom on Warden. And the Rifleman. Looking better this time. He cleared most of it.
Yeah, this is way better than I expected, I'll be honest. I thought, because all he had was like just, yeah, the Warden and 3 other range units, but they actually didn't do too bad at all.
Yeah,
Just
but
a few more.
Gargoyle's main purpose is the anti-air. Okay, so he goes for the hero now. Can you click on his like gold? He didn't build a lot of gargoyles. Or did he? He has 9 gargoyles right now and a hero. That's a strange build, and it's like a gamble approach to it, because if Frank has some answer, like a siege engine, the whole gargoyle thing is not gonna work.
Can we look
Yeah.
at Frank's draft real quick? Does he have any siege engines or any potential
does.
answers? Yeah, she does.
Under attack.
But he's not going for it, he's building snipers.
I mean, he didn't do too badly against the gargoyles. Like, I think building a few more snipers is completely fine. I'm not gonna judge the man with the million games.
Yep,
He knows
he
too
knows
much.
what he's doing.
Oh. That one gargoyle at the top. I guess it's yeah, shift attention, but it died pretty quick, I feel like.
I mean, he traded one rifleman for the for one gargoyle, so I don't know how worse it is. And it looks to me like Frank is gonna win this one.
Well, actually, probably not because of the, you know, the Shadow Hunter.
But he's very close. And remember, Frank was fighting half of Yellow's wave before that.
Yeah.
So Red is already weak. Like the chase is not paying off right now.
Right now, Teal is also smiling because he's just the Dryads. I assume dispel the things that the Keeper's
Yep.
summoning, right?
They do.
So Teal's also winning his lane for now. But I mean, purple has to fight like a little bit of red's way. I mean, purple has to also fight like red's hero. I'm assuming yellow beats orange over here.
No.
Do they start to do any damage on the tower yet? Do they get this actually?
Frank is the without a blink on Warden actually. I guess he doesn't ward. He doesn't want Warden to blink away. He wants it to tank as much as possible for the gargoyles, for the snipers.
Yeah.
And Dust is on tier 3 already. He learned the thing, if you see, the gargoyles is going on the ground, regenerating and gaining a lot of armor. So that helped a lot this time.
It also just keeps him alive way longer. And sometimes when you just have stuff that lives for a long time, it's just more likely to stack with your teammates. And the gargoyles are kind of stacked here with Teal.
And I want to mention that purple just got level 2. And that's actually strange. Like usually you get level 2 very early. Like remember last game? Death was like level 6 at what, 15, 16 minutes? And now we get level 2 at 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, purple's been kind of half fighting like a little bit of red's wave. I mean, I feel like Teal already has purple very hard counter duel that pierce damage, and purple has so many huntresses. So it's that I don't know any any I don't know small damage red does on purple really hurts him here. Is that? I think the tower's definitely going down this time. And I assume, do we see mines coming from Team 1 now? Like, how many can we get a mine update actually?
3 mines on Team 1. 3 mines on Team 2.
Stage tanks from red.
Oh no.
It's a bloodbath.
They're not getting the aggro though, if you look at it. Like,
Yeah,
Frank's
the
army.
gargoyles are being hit first. Well, actually, being decently spread around.
tanks only got damaged by grunts.
And now Teal shows up here. Does the red hero
And
stay
now-
alive thanks to heal?
And now Frank has useless snipers potentially. When he could have went tank earlier, right? But in that situation, Dest could have played around the tank and like if he has raiders or something, then it would be very bad for Frank as well. So it's hard to judge it from this position.
I mean, it definitely looks like Team 1 has like early game dominance right now at least. They're definitely controlling the middle right now.
Yeah, but I don't think this game is gonna go same as the previous one. Because I feel like for the super fast games, you need like an early level 6 hero, which we had in the previous game, but this time
Yeah.
all the heroes are low levels because there's no stacking at all. And I think the game is gonna go for a little bit longer, and Frank is
Yeah.
going for necromancers actually. Interesting approach. And he faces Chimera now. Dest with actually with the crazy build at the end of the day. Like he started with gargoyles, it seemed weak, but then he added tanks and now the Chimera. And it's a very solid build. Because now he's gonna be adding more and more Chimeras every turn. And what Frank is gonna do.
The stack.
Oh, these gargoyles are gonna turn around, yeah.
And the stack.
We're just gonna take a couple seconds here, so they're gonna get some free hits on that fortress. I like that Orange probably positions his units very far forward to get to that tower or fortress instantly.
Yeah.
That's a lot of huntresses that Orange is not gonna be able to clean up.
Yeah, and this is gonna have one more Chimera this turn.
A player's forces are under attack.
Or not.
Did he go more siege tanks? He went a lot of
Yeah. He
siege
went
tanks.
2 siege tanks. I think he was guessing that Frank is gonna go for a siege tank. Or that's his way of answering the necromancers. This is not looking great for Frank.
If you're a team one, you're not smiling right now. I feel like.
Wow. Dude, Dest is pumping! Let's go! They got a stack! They're coming in!
Once the Shadow Hunter reaches level 6, it's also gonna be very, very faithful.
Yeah, wait a minute. Can Shadowhunter just hold outside of tower range and then just? That's a really rough ult for.
It's a like this ult is best in offense. Like it's not the best in defense, as
Yeah,
you
we've
probably
seen.
remember the example of dogs.
Yeah, but that Shadowhunter's already like more than halfway through the level 6, and they're getting some hits on the fortress here.
The Headhunter didn't spawn again. And he's getting all the XP from the summons skills. Like every summon unit, it gives XP once it is dead. So next wave he's getting level 6. Or next cycle, I guess.
Are we actually gonna? Honestly, I'm worried when that Shadowhunter gets the 6, and if he's just in the right position to get the perfect ult, we might just see a duo finals here.
Yeah.
I feel like Team 1 has to turn this around sooner than later.
And it's like these two games are completely stomped. Like it's not even close, I would say. That's what I'm surprised about. But I think Dast is in a comfortable zone this game. He's in a very comfortable spot with the perfect air, like tier 3 game.
And what's it called? The Paladin's already 6, I was gonna say, and it's gonna get the ult off, and he's just gonna stay there way longer, and Yellow's gonna show off the stack. That's really rough that, yeah, Team 1 has just got their, like
Wow.
they got their 6s first, or they're getting their 6s first. Does Warden level 6 on Frank change anything for Team 1?
It might. The problem is the ultimate of Warden summons units from the corpses, and he has necromancers. And Red's army doesn't have any corpses. It doesn't.
Yeah.
it doesn't produce a single corpse. I mean, with the casters it does, but you cannot reach the casters after
I wanna
like,
know. I wanna
the
know what's
ult
happened to
is
this
here.
keeper. What has happened to this keeper? Like it felt like it took him a while to get to level 2.
He's level 3 when all the other heroes are level 6, and Keeper is also like very strong early game hero.
Yeah.
I think it's
the keeper ult can be game changing here.
I told you, Scott.
This might be a GG
I
here.
told you, Scott. Dest is in, baby. Dest, Manhattan, and Les cutting it real close here. They got one wave to deal with.
Close.
This is it.
This is looking. Yeah, and Paladin ult is coming.
Well played for Dest. I don't want to call it early, but
Yep.
that's my guy.
GG.
From the beginning. If it wasn't illegal to bet on YouTube, we'd be setting up a betting ring.
GG's to Dest.
Oh my. What a game. What a series. What a tournament.
I was expecting a better fight, honestly. Like, I did not expect a 2-0 sweep like that.
I
That
mean, I
was a
saw it from the
crazy
beginning.
game. Fumonkey knows, bro.
Skins over
Fumonkey
strats,
knows.
baby.
Honestly, true. Like, how could you lose with Dr. Manhattan skins?
Exactly. Played out of his
The
mind.
confidence boost. Yep.
Well played to everybody. Destin, Aless, and Dr. Manhattan, reach out to me on Discord and collect your $10 each. And that's pretty much it for today. Now we just gotta. I think we're gonna be streaming again in 4.5 hours. Let me look.
I think it's 3 hours.
Tournament signups. In 3 hours, we're going live
And
again
30 minutes. Yep.
with the North American tournament. In the meantime, we will probably raid Explosive. Let's see.
Wait, let's check this. I can't believe we forgot to. Yeah, I need to look for the 1 viewer channels. I need to find the most demented 1 viewer channel.
Wait, is Explosive going offline? We're gonna raid Explosive. Did I type that in my chat? Wait. That's the problem. We don't have the Risk Reforged sign in at the moment. We need Derringer. Alright.
Wait, that's true. Oh, so I guess we can't do it.
There's no raid today. I'm sorry. Everyone who's watching, go check out Explosive or Pika Penguin or anyone playing Direct Strike. Normally I'd raid into one of them, but we're not going to be able to make that happen today. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in a few hours if you want to play in the Risk tournament.